Hey guys, I'm Geek. In this video I want to share a little bit of gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1 and Freedom Wars, and the reason I'm doing this is because there has been a huge update for the Nintendo Switch 2 which lets you enable a very cool feature thanks to firmware 22.0, and it's right here. It says Nintendo Switch software handling. You have handheld mode boost, and what this mode does is that it tricks the game, the Nintendo Switch 1 games, it tricks them to believe that they're being played on desktop mode. And the reason you want to do that, and the reason why that is so good for the Switch 2, is because a lot of those Switch 1 games used to target 1080p in TV mode, right? Handheld, they used to target 720p. And since the Nintendo Switch 2 is a 1080p screen, so you want to play those games that were desktop here on the screen. That way they could look better resolution wise. Okay, so right now I'm going to leave that off, right? I'm going to leave that off. And I'm going to go ahead and launch the game over here. I'm going to go ahead and play a little game here. So yeah, these two sounds good. No, I was going to choose versus Scorpion. That looks good. Okay, that looks good. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and put it on easy. I'm going to play it here, the Living Forest. And right now, of course, it's off. I just want to see how it looks with it off. And this is a game, if you've been following my channel, that I didn't share gameplay that much on the Switch 2. Let's see there, the color's a little bit faded. And I don't know if you noticed, but it looks a little bit blurry, the characters. Even though, yes, this game did get updated, it still doesn't. I still didn't like the way it looked. There you go. Nice. Make a grab. This is how that looks. There you go. Okay, so that's how that looks, which honestly doesn't look that bad, but I just didn't like the way it looked, and because obviously it could look a lot better. But what we're gonna do right now, if we're gonna go ahead and stop that, and we're gonna go ahead over here and turn it on. And also the great thing is that you don't have to restart the game to enable this, so you're gonna go ahead and turn that on, right? Back away again, and if you notice, when you load some of the games, you're gonna see like a little flash, and that's because some games are actually gonna show you that they switched to TV mode, like right here. See that flash right there? That means that it actually recognizes that it went from handheld mode to TV mode. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and restart this match again, so see if we can see a little bit difference. Now, also another thing to keep in mind, this game, okay, regular colors, a little bit more sharper. The character's a little bit more sharper instead of the blurry edges. Same thing here on the screen. You can see that the characters look a little bit more sharper too, because it's 1080p. Not well. That's one thing I was gonna say. This game did not target 1080p. In TV mode, this game actually targets 900p, 60 frames per second. So, but 900p here is actually, pretty damn good. See that? There we go. Hey, Janet. Nice. Not bad. So honestly, I do notice it. Maybe in the video you might not notice it because it's, this is something you can't show in TV mode because it's meant for it to, the improvements for this mode is going to be in handheld mode. Yeah, so that. I hope it actually shows on the video that it actually looks a little bit more sharper. Whew, nice. Let's see, can I do? Oh yeah, look at that. So I got to do the fatality. Nasty. So yeah, right here on this gameplay, the game is actually running at 900p. That's what, you know, this game was actually targeted 900p in TB mode and 720p, but the 720p was actually dynamic 720p. So it was fluctuating between 640, I think it was, and 720p. So it was not always hitting 720p. So yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch games to Freedom Wars. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead with Freedom Wars. And so you guys can see this is going to be off. This is off right now. I turned it off. And we got here loaded. We're ready to get into battle. Let this load up. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, now this game I actually was searching, and this game actually runs 720p on handheld and 1080p in TV mode. So the target, of course, is going to be 1080p, 60 frames per second, if I'm not mistaken.
Abductor can be guided using beacon.
Abductor can be guided using beacon.
Enemy resistance anticipated.
That's how it looks. So this game actually still look great in handheld mode. I have a couple videos for this game. Yep. Take that. So yeah, this right here is actually running in handheld mode. You know how it actually always looks, right? Which is still not bad. It is still not bad. Now let's go ahead and switch to TV mode. It still looks pretty good. I gotta say, it still does look pretty damn good. Nope, no, not update, not update. We already did that. Let's go ahead here, TV. Alright, now it's activated. Go back up, and we're back. I don't know if you noticed, but the colors like got a little bit more brighter. The character looks a little bit more sharper. Now, this game is actually pretty damn good. If you haven't tried it out, you should try it out. This is actually the remaster version. This used to be on the PlayStation Vita when it first came out, and on the Nintendo Switch, it actually got it so much better. Maybe he dropped something over here. There you go. Yeah, but look at that. It actually runs at, here is actually running at 1080p. The colors do look sharper. They really do look sharper. It's not, believe me, it's not the placebo effect talking here.
Ammunition depleted. Locate ammo boxes.
Take that. Nope. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this feature. I think this is a very huge, awesome feature that it just improves without any update. It just improves all Nintendo Switch games, especially if the Nintendo Switch game was actually properly switching between 720p and 1080p. I say that because some games they didn't switch properly. Some games still look like trash on TV mode. Some games still didn't transfer correctly. And we're about to finish this mission, but I really wanted to show us more gameplay as possible. Yeah. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've been trying this or not, what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I'm pretty sure you have to like it. Why would you not like this update? It just makes your Nintendo Switch 1 games run better. So yeah, it's really, really good. You can definitely notice the difference. And like I said, if you don't really know exactly what your game is supposed to target, what specific game is supposed to target, just Google it. And you're gonna easily see that some games do go 1080p, or some games actually go to 900p instead. Like Mortal Kombat 1 actually targets 900p, 60 frames per second. But 900p here on this small screen still is gonna look good. It's gonna look way better than 720p.
Successful. Calling OPS post-engagement report.
That's one task off my list.
Yeah. So guys, I just want to share this video with you guys so you guys can know that yeah, the latest update for the Nintendo Switch 2, which is 22.0, right? Yeah, 22.0.0 actually has this feature now, Nintendo Switch software handling. And just make sure you put that on. Now keep in mind, if the game, let's say for example you're playing a game that in handheld is actually has touchscreen features, right? And you switch the game this on, those touchscreen features are going to be disabled, because remember, it's tricking the game, believing it, making it believe it actually connected to a TV. So basically your Nintendo Switch 2 is the TV. So those touch screen features are going to be disabled because it thinks that you're actually using the Pro controller connected to a TV. So obviously you can't touch the screen. So keep that in mind. It actually all tells you that right here. So other than that, I really love it. This is a feature that I will leave it on for every single game, every single Nintendo Switch 1 game. Keep in mind, this also does not affect Nintendo Switch 2 games. So if you play Nintendo Switch 2 games, it's not going to make it better because it's already good. So it just affects Nintendo Switch 1 games, just like MLB The Show that just came out yesterday. And there's no Nintendo Switch 2 version, but with this enabled, that game actually looks a lot better on the Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you think about MK1 now here being played here on the Nintendo Switch 2, and what do you think about Freedom Wars with the, that game boost. Thanks for watching this video. Till next time, bye bye.